Hey, this is Jimmy. Who's this?
Hello, is this James?
Oh, wait, is this Prince Charles?
That would be King Charles III.
Oh, right. Your mom croaked.
Yes, unfortunate bit of business, that.
Why are you calling our show?
Well, you see, I'm doing a bit of a media blitz as the new reigning monarch of Great Britain, and I was told I ought to speak to you, sir. Quite inexplicably, I might say.
Well, we do have over 1 million subscribers.
I'm sure I don't know what that means. Something pedestrian, certainly. So do you have any questions for your new king?
Yeah, you're not my new king, FYI.
No, wait, where are you located?
California in the United States, pal.
Oh, yes. I'm afraid that's not part of the Commonwealth anymore, is it?
I'm afraid not. So, Charles III, you went with Charles as your regnal name? You could have chosen one of your other names, like how your grandfather Albert went with George VI.
Well, I wanted to go with Charles III because of its history. You see, Charles I cheesed off Parliament so much they chopped his head off, poor bloke. He only reigned a few more years after that. Charles II was a bit of a playboy, sired nearly a dozen illegitimate children, but no heir, and left the finances in disarray. I figured next to them, I'd seem just peachy in comparison.
I see. Okay. And what is your first order of business as king?
To continue the legacy of my dear departed mamma. To take up the duties that she held so dear to her.
And what would those duties be, Chief?
Oh, just sort of puttering about, looking at things, appearing at places where I ought to be.
Yes.
Giving approving glances, being followed by small dogs, inspecting the various royal palaces, that sort of thing. Oh, yes, and being a man of the people, naturally.
Oh, is that so? A video has circulated of you just days into your reign, nastily commanding a subordinate to move something on the desk in front of you. It was a pretty bad look.
Well, it's a rather well-known fact about me that I don't like objects.
You don't like objects?
Well, no, by that I mean objects that are just sort of wayward, lurking about, sitting in places, existing adamantly. I wish them removed from my presence altogether, and that forthwith.
Well, why don't you just move the small items yourself?
Well, first of all, these were objects and not items. Items would indicate some sort of purpose, which these things are certainly lacks. And it is not my duty as king, it is not among my many duties to be in charge of the elimination of irritating objects.
Okay, I see.
The royal staff has a special steward of thing removal, who was unfortunately absent from the room at that moment. But in his absence, his duties usually devolved to the special steward for the quieting of ambient hissing sounds. And I was simply indicating to this person to do his job. There's a very specific chain of command in the royal household going back 1,000 years.
So these are your duties?
Well, that and occasionally chatting with the Prime Minister, of course, the new one. Met her recently. Very nice lady. I forget her name.
Her name is Liz Truss?
Ah, yes, quite. Rather appropriate name for such a powerfully endowed woman, I dare say.
Is that how you should be talking about your prime frickin' minister?
I suppose that's true. I am a dour, sober 73-year-old monarch now. No longer a rash, dashing 73-year-old prince, I suppose. Very large breasts on that women still.
Can you articulate what is the point of the royal family in the year 2022?
Oh, heavens, dear me. People would be lost without the monarchy.
Do you really think so?
Oh, absolutely, without question. People will be wandering aimlessly through the streets and in the countryside, lost, untethered. The whole nation would be adrift, rudderless.
I doubt it. I'm not British, but I suspect if the monarchy went away tomorrow, would carry on more or less as it did before.
Well, aren't you a rude little man? What an awful thought.
You think you serve a purpose because you have to think that in order to even exist. The rest of us know the truth, pal.
My dear boy, we are a symbol, a powerful and ancient one that unites everyone in the Commonwealth.
There's some speculation that you may be the final monarch of Great Britain, that the monarchy is going to be abolished in your lifetime. Did you know that?
Oh, my. The last king of England. I dare say that has a bit of a ring to it. No one else would ever be able to claim that honor. Or Will would have to get a job, of course. But it would finally make me...
What? Make you what?
Special.
There
would be legitimately something special about me. I wouldn't be one more useless link in an ancient chain.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I may have to give that some thought. The idea couldn't come from me, obviously, but I could support it behind the scenes, of course. Yes, quite. Quite, yes. Quite. Thank you, young man, for broaching this intriguing idea to me. Ta-ta for now.
Bye, Your Majesty. Best of luck to you, pal.
Burn in hell, you commoner.
Yeah. Hey, come catch one of our live stand-up shows. We'll be in Spokane, Tacoma, Virginia Beach, Richmond, Arlington, San Jose, Miami, West Palm Beach. Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for all the tickets and become a premium member while you're there.